Hey, everybody, this is Kai Deering, independent associate with PPLSI, Legal Shield, and IDShield. And today, I can't believe it, is November 15th. And I figured with all the shopping days coming up, with Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, that we should do a little 14-day, 2-week series every day where I'm going to share with you really some information about the world's fastest growing crime, identity theft. And here's the first thing I want you to know. And every day I'm going to come to you live with some information, everything from who's doing it, how they're doing it, what is it, statistics, some risk reduction because you can't prevent it 100%. And then, of course, some solutions. And then towards the end of the 2 weeks, every day, I'm going to come to you live and talk to you about how it really affects businesses with regards to cyber attacks and ransomware and what they can do about it. So I'm excited to share with you for 14 days as we go into one of the biggest booms for identity theft here, where I'm going to come to you live for every single day for 14 days. So feel free to follow and tag a friend. And so today, I'm going to share with you some information that, quite frankly, can be a little bit disturbing, right? It's been said that some of this information I'm going to share is going to be alarming, but as a general rule, it's better to be over-informed than under-informed. And with the world's fastest growing crime today, we're going to go over 2 of the 6 areas of identity theft, because I think we're familiar with what identity theft is. It's really somebody using your information without your permission, and the crime is easy to perpetrate from wherever they are, but it's very difficult to solve. So think about it. What's your most valuable asset? It's not your house, your car, your boat, your RV. It's really, because how did you get those assets? It's your good name. And so your most valuable possession is really keeping tight control over your social security number, driver's license, credit card information, you name it. And so today, like I said, this is going to be the first of 14-part series. So this is day 1. We're going to talk about the 5 common areas of identity theft, and there's a 6th area that's kind of popped up. So we're going to do 2 of the 6 common areas of identity theft today. We'll do 2 more the next day, 2 more the day after that, and keep going for a full 14 days. So the first area I want to share with you is driver's license identity theft. Think about it. If a kid can get a fake ID, would you agree a criminal could? Now, these are using these driver's license, doing all kinds of things with it. So I worked for and was on the board of the directors of Crime Stoppers a number of years ago. And when we would pay tipsters for a certain dollar amount, depending on what they were able to help us recover. And so, of course, if it was recovering a gun or a weapon or it led to an arrest, they paid a lot more for that as well. But what I'm going to tell you is every single one of those that we busted actually ended up having some sort of identity theft, especially driver's license, credit card, and things like that on their person. Because if I'm going to be a criminal and I get pulled over for a routine traffic ticket, would you guys agree? I'm not going to give my driver's license. I'm going to give yours, because certainly that means that I probably have a record and all kinds of things. So why would somebody want your driver's license? Well, they might be able to, like I said, get away with doing a crime in your name, getting a DUI and something like that, showing your ticket for a driver's license, if they get a speeding ticket, and then now you've got a bench warrant for your arrest. So we've seen all kinds of things happen where driving privileges have been suspended. Somebody was pulled over for a routine traffic stop with guns drawn, and they're like, it wasn't me. And how many people would agree? A few law enforcement folks have heard somebody say when they pulled them over, but officer, it wasn't me. And so driver's license can be super easy to perpetrate, because think about it. You could right now, if you Googled fake IDs, then you could certainly see all of these incredible websites that the criminals are allowing people to get fake IDs. Now, here's what's interesting about that. If you could be a kid and get a fake ID. Now, I certainly never had a fake ID when I was in college. Just kidding. But if they can get them, would you guys agree? Again, the criminals can get them. Absolutely. And so what I'm here to share with you is we're moving towards a little bit of our universal driver's license, what will help a lot. The second area we're going to go over today, so we went over driver's license identity theft. The second area of identity theft we're going to go over today is social security identity theft. And think about how many places your social security number is. Everything, if you've ever had a job, you've been to the dentist, you've gone to the chiropractor, and some of those places are more secure than others, right? So they know that if you ever applied for a loan or bought a house or refinanced, your information is out there. The genie is kind of out of the bottle. And so we've seen everything from thieves doing obviously tax returns. In fact, I just got one from the IRS today. It says that we need to verify our information so that someone's maybe putting a fraudulent tax return in our name. They can also end up taking income. So let's say I'm a felon and I can't get a job. So I might work in your social security number because I can't get a job with my not being able to pass a background check. Certainly there's all kinds of things that they could wreak havoc with your social security number. And that number is incredibly useful, whether it's, illegal immigrants that are trying to work in the name. I'm not going to take a stance on that today, but if you need a number to work, you can get them on billions of underground chat rooms. And so they know that. There was one gentleman who worked in somebody else's social security number because he didn't want to pay child support. So there's a number of reasons, but at the end of the day, what happens when you're left holding the tax bill or somebody has used your social to do things? And I'll give you a couple of examples here. A woman applied for a job at the Target store. And she was denied. Why? Because she already worked there. In fact, 37 other employees worked there in her social. And on a follow-up investigation, they found out that her information has been passed around. So it's been said people really need to wake up to this problem, and they're destroying people's credits and lives. In fact, there was an article that I put on my LinkedIn page that talked about a woman from Southern California. She was actually in San Francisco about a year ago on Thanksgiving weekend, and her wallet got lifted out of her purse. And she was a victim of all of these 6 areas of identity theft, from them working in her name to committing crimes to you name it. And so it's not just a victimless crime for sure. There's a lot of people in the United States that, I'm very proud to be living in the United States. I know people are dying to get in here, and then they've got to work. And so your social security number could be bought and sold on the dark side of the web for $10, $20, so people can actually work in here. Now, there was another one right here in Dublin, California, a number of years ago, where she had a bunch of people working in her social security number, 81 people in 17 states, and she got left with $1 million tax bill. Now, she's the only one I've ever seen that was able to get a brand new social security number, because you don't see that very often. And but here was the caveat: because they couldn't determine how much of that benefits were hers and somebody else's is all intermixed, so they gave her a new one, but she basically had to start over again without any of her social security benefits or anything like that. So imagine what kind of havoc could be done with that. There are 6 other areas of identity theft that we're going to go through. So today is day 1 of 14 days in a row where I'm going to share with you, first session, what is identity theft? How are they getting your name? Who is perpetrating this crime? We're also going to talk about some of the facts. We're also going to talk about some prevention, because you can't prevent it, but some risk reduction tips. And then we're going to go into how it will affect corporations and how we can protect ourselves there as well. So I figured, as we're going up to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Small Business Saturday, this would be some valuable information. This is one of the ripest times for identity thieves to get your information. So today we covered 2 of the 6, which was driver's license and social security identity theft. We'll be going over the others. And keep in mind that you can actually comment. I can see your comments. I can bring them up on screen. So if you ever have any questions over the next 14 days while we're doing this, I would love to answer those questions. I don't know everything about identity theft, but I am a little bit of a nerdy expert and can certainly bring and shed some light. So we will see you back here tomorrow. I'm going to try to go live about the same time, but I can't guarantee it every day. But I will be going live every single day on my business page and Facebook, on LinkedIn, as well as on my personal page, to be able to share this valuable information with you. With that, if you have any questions, please DM me. Would love to talk to you about those areas of identity theft. Or you can visit my website, kaideering.wearelegalshield.com, for more information. So thank you so much for our first broadcast of 14, and we'll see you tomorrow as well. Take care, take charge. Bye, friends and family.